Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll.
Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. In this video I am going to be reviewing Factor meals. So I don't have any meals in here. These are just the wrappers, but I'm going to read information from them. I'm inserting some videos and pictures of the food, and then we are going to come back and do a full review once you guys look at those. But before we jump into it, hit the subscribe button. We are trying to grow the channel and we need your support. We don't want you to miss on any of the great videos I make. Food, travel, tech, hair, nails, beauty, all the different topics. And don't you want me to just come up on your page when you open YouTube? Like, help me. So please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Also hit the notification bell. That way you'll be first to know when I go live or post a new video. And if you like this video, like the video. I do all kinds of like food testing out of products and things. I don't always make YouTubes about it, but if I should do it more often, let me know by either putting it in the comment section below and by liking the video. Do both. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about Factor. All right, so this is what comes in the Factor box. So we have a little booklet, welcome to Factor, some coupon stuff, and then underneath it it's like a brown protective layer for the food. I have nails. I don't know why I thought I could do one hand. That is a ice pack, and then underneath are the meals and the energy drink shots. So review coming soon. So if you're not familiar with Factor, I'm trying to get in the thing without, oh, it's upside down. There we go. Okay, here we go. Factor meals. So you've seen the videos, the pictures. Basically, if you're not familiar with it, Factor is a meal delivery kit system where the meals are already cooked. It's not like HelloFresh or one of these ones where they send you the ingredients and you got to cook it yourself. It is a meal in plastic wrap. You poke holes in it, put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and you have a ready-made meal. Now, I have not been doing the full program, so I don't get breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. It starts to add up very quickly. So I wasn't doing all that. So what my hack was is that I ordered 8 dinners, and then I would have that for lunch and dinner for the most part during the week, and then on the weekends I would cook. So that was my workaround, because one, I don't want all my food to be diet food. Like, I can still make healthy food. That is just kind of my freestyle. I make it, but also during the week when I'm working, I'm not cooking in between work, and after work I'm making YouTube videos, so I cannot cook again. Also, I'm on a healthy life journey, so in terms of working out more, eating healthier, just trying to live a better lifestyle, drink a little less, you know, all the things that you want to do when you're trying to better your body, go to the doctor more, be in tune with that. So that is why I ended up getting Factor. So I will have to go back in the description box and put the information about the prices. They mailed a discount code situation to my house. I used that code to, I think, get like 20% off, or was it $200 off a couple of boxes, or there was some kind of special deal that they were sending in the mail, and then that's when I signed up with it. Also, there are so many podcasters that have codes with them, so definitely do not pay full price. Go over to either retailmenot.com or somewhere and find a code. Do not pay full price. Okay, so that is about signing up It was really easy. It's actually funny. I signed up for two programs in one night. I signed up for Hungry Root because that was my first thing that I actually wanted to do. But Hungry Root was so confusing on their interface that I literally was like, yo, cancel right now. Because why can't I figure out how to get meals? And I immediately signed up for Factor because I was like, should not be this hard. You have my credit card. I want to pick the food. And then I eat next week. Like, don't make this complicated. So, then I ended up signing up for Factor. Very simple to pick the meals, go through the meals. You can tell them your preferences, flexitarian, what you like, what you don't like. I will say off the bat, if you are a strict pescatarian and you only eat seafood and vegetarian and vegan meals, Factor is not it. The salmon does not taste good. The shrimp meals are good, but I don't know if you want to eat shrimp for every meal. And the vegetarian meals are gross. So that is just if you're a strict pescatarian. And it's funny, I was a pescatarian for 2 years. I'm now transitioning back to probably doing the pescatarian lifestyle again, just for health reasons. So because of that, don't know how long Factor's gonna stay around, because like I said, the vegetarian meal was disgusting, the mushroom one that I got, and I love mushrooms, but the mushrooms had no texture. They were soggy, they weren't seasoned well. It was gross. It literally tastes like I picked some mushrooms out from the backyard and put them in the saute pan. It was atrocious. And then, like I said, the salmon is too undercooked. I really would want to like put it in the frying pan and put a little char on it. But then that negates the point of my 2-minute meal. So they were undercooked, the salmon. And the shrimp, like I said, the shrimp is perfect. Every shrimp meal I've had, the shrimp has been good. But it's just that there are not that many shrimp options in order to make it a viable plan for you to do that all the time. So got that out the way. Meal macros, let's get into that. So of course, because I am trying to be on a healthy meal journey, I was focused on calories. So I picked the calorie smart plans options, so that way I could have a better base point from where I'm starting from. There are a lot of meals that are like sirloin steaks and beef and stuff like that, and those things can tend to start to inch up in the 600 to 700 calories per meal. I was not interested in that. I'm trying to keep it on the lower end of the spectrum. So I was mostly, all the meals that I get are usually like 550 or less, or 570 or less. So I have the macros from these 3 meals. So this is the roasted garlic chicken with green beans, sour cream, and onion mashed potatoes. This one's really good. I like this one. That's the back of it. The cavatappi, an Italian style pork ragu with garlic broccoli. This one is good too. But again, this is pork, so if you don't eat red meat, I don't know what to tell you. They have a noni Sunday pasta that's really good, but it's like Italian style pasta with carrots in it, so it's weird, but somehow it works. And then the roasted red pepper tortellini, Italian sausage with Parmesan apricot vert. So that's another meal that was good. So not that these meals were the best or my favorite meals. They have a shrimp cavatappi with pasta that was really good. The smoked Gouda chicken is probably one of my favorites. And then it was like the Tex-Mex turkey chili, I think was the name of it. That was really good too. So most of the meals are good. They do not taste like lean cuisines. They do not taste like healthy choice meals. They taste like real food that someone cooked for you, and like you would eat at like a restaurant. Not a 5-star restaurant, steakhouse, but like a good restaurant in the neighborhood that you and your people go to more than once. Like, it's that kind of food. So I personally think it's good. Everything for the most part. The salmon was the only thing that was like, I need hot sauce and it's not seasoned. Sometimes with the vegetables, they'll say it's garlicky, but it's not enough other seasonings to balance it out. So it's like, it needs some onion powder, it needs something else. So I will just put sriracha on it and call it a day for the vegetables. And then some of the vegetables are even like covered in cheese, so that's like another thing. But for the most part, most of the food is good. Like I said, that vegetarian meal and the salmon meals were the 2 that I did not like. But here's where we start getting into problems. So in terms of the macros, the calories are good. So 470 for the garlic chicken and mashed potatoes, 500 for the captivi, and then 470 for the tortellini and Italian sausage, right? So not egregiously high, but low enough, not egregiously low either, because like, especially for lunch, I still have a whole half a day of work I need to do. I need to be focused. I need to be full. So I feel like the calorie mark is at a good place for me. But this is where we start coming into issues with the macros. So the roasted red pepper, tortellini, and Italian sausage with the haricots. I'm calling it green beans because it's green beans. The saturated fat is 10 grams, which is 50% of the saturated fat you're supposed to have for the day. The cholesterol is 100 milligrams, which is 33% of what you're supposed to have for the day. The sodium is 1,030 milligrams, which is 45% of the sodium you're supposed to have for the day. Fiber is great. It's 6 grams of fiber, 10 grams of sugar. That's not too bad. 21 grams of protein. That's good. But baby, 50% of the saturated fat for the day, and this is just one meal. So mind you, I was eating 2 meals a day because I had lunch and dinner. So then now when we're talking about the saturated fats, the cholesterol and the sodium, I'm getting to a place where that's not healthy. Like, that was the red pepper, tortellini, and Italian sausage. We're gonna read the roasted garlic chicken with green beans, sour cream, and mashed potatoes, right? Okay. Saturated fat, 6 grams. So this one is less. So, but still, that's 30% of the fat you're supposed to have for the day in one meal. Cholesterol is 135 milligrams. That's 45% of the cholesterol you're supposed to have in one day, in one meal. The sodium, 730 milligrams. That's 32% of the sodium. 6 grams of sugar, that's not that bad. 6 grams of fiber, that's good, but not as good as some of the other meals. And then 41 grams of protein, which is really, really good. This is like one of the best filling ones for protein. Also 30% of the potassium you're supposed to have for the day. That's really good. A lot of people don't get that much potassium. But as you can see, this calories is 470. So if you're over here thinking, oh, this is the healthiest option because it's the lowest calories, it has the most cholesterol. And that is not something good. That's something that if you're trying to eat healthier, you want to lower the cholesterol that you're intaking. Lastly, we're going to take a look at the cavatappi Italian pork. You guys, I don't know if you can see that, but hopefully you can read it. The saturated fat is 6 grams. Total fat is 28 grams. Cholesterol for this one's a little lower, so it's 100 milligrams, but still that's 33% for the day. Sodium is 850 milligrams. That's 37% of the sodium you're supposed to have for the day. So this one is a little bit better in terms of the health macros and everything. But when you are picking the meals, it is going to be, a lot of them have cholesterol between 33 and like 47. So that's one thing that I think is not good. And especially because, my doctor was like, not good. So that's another situation. And then also with the sodium and the sugars are not too bad. They usually keep it, I think the highest sugar I saw was the 10 grams. But, even so, the whole point of this is it's supposed to try to be your healthy alternative, and it's not really doing that. If when you look at the macros, it's like really high for your daily percentage. And it's funny, years ago when I was younger, I started using MyFitnessPal, and that is really what put me on to pay attention to those daily percentages. Because let's take for instance the one that has the worst, this 45% of your day cholesterol for this roasted garlic chicken. Think about the cholesterol in your, because this is just one meal. So if I ate this for dinner, the cholesterol that was in my lunch, the cholesterol that was in my breakfast, if I eat any snacks, I usually just drink water and seltzer, so that wouldn't be a thing. But what if I had like some juice? All of this stuff is adding up. And if you're already starting off with 2 of your meals a day being really high in sodium, cholesterol, and fat, it's just makes everything more difficult, and it's not as healthy as you think it is. So there's a whole bunch of different meal prepared things now. I saw like Metalife meals and all these kinds of different things now, so I might look at another option. But the thing that is really the best is the time I'm getting back in my life. Oh my god, between the time that it takes to cook the food, prep the food, cook the food, put it away, clean the pots and pans, clean the dishes, I'm saving so much time in the evenings. Like for the like most people, I work 9 to 6, so by the time I get off work, I take a little decompression moment, then I'm trying to work out, then I gotta clean up a little bit, because if you do a little bit every day, then you're gonna have to do the big Saturday one, which is sad. And then on top of that, then I gotta cook and have dinner. And plus for lunch, if I don't have factory meals, then I would be in a position where I'm like, okay, I'm trying to make 2 servings or 3 servings, so that way I can have dinner and then lunch, dinner, so I at least buy myself a day without having to cook. And I only cook for one, so then it's like, you don't want to make a whole bunch of food or a whole bunch of waste, but also you get tired of leftovers after a couple meals, so it's a lot. But it is really convenient to be able to have the meals already cooked and to get it done in 2 minutes. I eat, do the thing, so then that does free me up for a lot of my evening hours and time, because it would take me like a solid, between cooking, everything from cooking, cleaning, putting everything away, packing up leftovers, like it would take a solid hour just for a meal. And I'm just like, this is too much work, especially for just one me. Like I'm like, there's got to be a hack. So factory meals definitely was the hack, but like I said, because of the because of the cholesterol, sodium, and sometimes the fat content, that is making me think maybe it's not as good as like when I was just making my own food and being like more healthy and more mindful of it. Because I will say, there's some times where I'll just make baked chicken with like dry seasoning, and then steam in the bag vegetables, and like put some rice in my little mini rice maker and have like a half a cup of rice, and I don't have any sauce, butters, or anything in the meal. But all of these meals have some kind of sauce and butter. Part of why they taste delicious and why they microwave so well, because they have that liquid in there. But it's also like, all of that stuff is supposed to be the stuff you need to cut back on. So I would say maybe another alternative that could be better is to drop down to 5 meals and to just have these for dinners, or just have them for lunches, and then to eat your own healthy food for dinner. And then breakfast is a little easier because I could do yogurt, oatmeal, or like fruit smoothies and stuff like that. But by the time it comes to lunch and dinner, I need real food. So it is good, it tastes good. I think that's another big thing that they have going for them. I did Splendid Spoon. Splendid Spoon did not taste delicious, not very demure, not cutesy, not delicious, okay? And that was really heartbreaking, because I was re-cooking those Splendid Spoon meals with my own seasoning, and it was adding so much extra time that I just was like, I'm not doing this no more, because I could just cook my own food. Also, they had some weird stuff, like they had pumpkin seeds in the taco bowl. I was like, ew, I don't want pumpkin seeds in my taco bowl. Why would you do that? So yeah, so overall I do like Factor, but like I would say, just definitely, if you're pescatarian, think twice. Even the vegetarian options, there's a lot of like pasta and cheese, and I'm just like, there's so many other things vegetarian people eat, like tempeh and tofu, and I just don't see any of that being incorporated, because I have been trying to try some of those like off the beaten path meals, but for the most part, nothing has been completely inedible. But I really did not like the vegetarian mushroom marsala. I think it's like mushroom marsala. It was not good. But also, mushrooms are one of those things that texture is really important for how you cook it, and just microwaved mushroom is just not the best. They even have like a chicken thighs and mushroom topping, and that one tasted gross too, because the microwave mushrooms just are so struggly because like mushrooms are not meant to be microwaved. The best way to cook them is either bake it or on the stove top. Like, they're not a microwave kind of food. And there's some foods that is just like that, like crispy fried chicken. Sometimes you gotta oven, air fryer, or cook it on the stove top. It's like the microwave's not the same. So I'm rambling now, but I will say, like I said, the food is good. So if you're interested, check it out. Make sure you Google and get a coupon code. Do not pay full price. And if you're pescatarian, you might want to look for other options. All right, so if you have any other questions about Factor, I tried to cover a lot, but I know there's some things I probably missed. So jump in the comment section below and I will be able to answer those things for you. In terms of cancellation, I have not officially canceled yet. I've just skipped my first week and I'm going to take a little break. So I don't know what the cancellation process is like, but if I do cancel and it's horrible, I will come back. If I don't come back, that means it went well. But thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Just like the street lights lit this